Hey guys, CryptoDad here again. Thanks for joining me on the Tuesday morning live stream where we're going to focus on Ethereum basics. Going to try to get you filled in with all that knowledge that may seem strange and wonderful. Glad you guys are here. Let's get this thing jumping. Seriously. Okay. All right. Things are going okay so far. Let's see what we got here. Yeah. That secondary camera, I had it. It wasn't on, right? That's like I usually have that side view on, but that's cool. It used to be like you really care, but it used to be that if the secondary camera wasn't on, I couldn't just like flip it on in the middle of a stream. Now I can. I don't know. Maybe things changed with OBS, which is my streaming software. All right, let's pop out chat. Let's move it over to the side here. I can see that Robert is here. Good to have you. Let's see if I can get this thing moved. There it goes. There we go. Everything else disappeared for me. That's okay. All right, so we're here, and I wanted to focus on Ethereum. This has been the Bitcoin basics stream for a while. I thought it was important to have a live stream where people could get the basics, or we could talk about the basics. Now, so I've sort of switched this guy over to an Ethereum based basics hour. Now, this is a book that you can buy on Amazon from Andreas Antonopoulos and Dr. Gavin Wood. Is Gavin Wood the same guy that does Polkadot? I think so. Yeah. So that's pretty cool. If you're into Polkadot at all, we could talk a little bit about that. It's related to Ethereum. But if you don't want to run out and buy the book, it is available on GitHub. And so I'm on the GitHub homepage for the Ethereum book. And I've put a link to it down in the description below so that you can just go down and check out this book when you need to. It's a great reference tool. I spend a lot of time in front of my computer. A lot of times I'll read. I spend a lot of time reading on my computer. So it's a great resource. So this is the home page, and it's got a bunch of files. I don't know if you're familiar with GitHub, but it's a repository where programmers can store code, usually, and but they can also store all kinds of stuff. And in this case, they've stored this book. And if you scroll down here, it shows you where the cover of the book, and then they give you this link to the ASCII doc, which is over here. I'm on the first chapter, right? So like if you go to ASCII doc, then you've got all these chapters that you can choose from. So I'm in the first chapter where it talks about what Ethereum is. Now, if you're curious about what Ethereum is, there is no better source, I believe, than this book written by Andreas Antonopoulos, who is the go-to teacher for Bitcoin and blockchain, and Dr. Gavin Wood, who was on the team that developed Ethereum. So it's a great resource. So we'll talk about what Ethereum is. People get it in their head, what is a cryptocurrency? And Bitcoin is a good example of a decentralized cryptocurrency. It's like a dollar or a yen or a euro, only digital, right? Ethereum is similar, but not exactly the same thing. It's more than that. You can think of Ethereum as a world computer, and that's the first sentence here, often described as a world computer. Now, the jargon in this first paragraph is a little difficult to fathom, but it's a very good, succinct definition of what Ethereum is. Now, the interesting thing about Ethereum is it is buyable. It is, there is a market for it. It is like sort of a digital commodity, very similar to Bitcoin, that you can buy and sell, that has a value that goes up and down based on the market. And so in that way, Ethereum can be used as a currency. There are some places that accept payment in Ethereum. I would accept it if you wanted to pay me in Ethereum. I'd gladly accept it. But it does more than that. Ethereum itself, or Ether, is not really meant to be a currency by design. It's really meant to be sort of a utility that runs the Ethereum network. So when you perform tasks on the Ethereum network, like transferring tokens or implementing smart contracts or making purchases on decentralized platforms, you'll notice that the fees are always calculated in Ethereum and they need to be paid in Ethereum. So this is what confuses a lot of people about Ethereum. They understand that they want a token, say BAT, Basic Attention Token, or Chainlink, which is also an ERC20 token, a sub token of Ethereum, but they don't always quite get that they need Ethereum in the wallet to actually move and transfer tokens in and out. Really, you don't need it for tokens to come in, right? You just send them from somewhere and they'll come in for free. But when you want to move them out, that's when you need Ethereum. Or if you're on a decentralized platform and you're making a trade, you need Ethereum. And so if you're transferring that token back to an exchange so that you can sell it, or transferring it out to your wallet for long-term storage, then you might have come up with that not enough gas error message, which just means that there's no Ethereum in your wallet. All right, so let me greet who's here. Lux Saga, 444 kilobits. Hello. Good to have you. Freddie Souza. Lady Fox 77, good morning. Juan Zayas, good morning. Rex and folks, that's wonderful. Good to have you back, Juan. You've been here many times. Gino is here. Also, good to have Gino here. He's I think you sent me an email once or a few times wondering where I was over the last, it's summertime, I guess. And I try to be very, I commit myself to the live streams twice a week. And I've missed a couple of Saturday night live streams over the last couple of months because we're doing vacations and stuff like that. So I had visiting family. They were staying overnight with us here. And so this is the guest room. Basically, this is my man cave computer room, but it's also the guest room when we've got family visiting. So I decided not to do the live stream because we were entertaining guests. So, but thanks for asking, all of those people who missed the live stream on Saturday night. Thomas is here. Mikhail, Jose Brito, Silverback Gorilla, again, good to have you back. What did we determine that your name was, my Russian friend? Let's see. Let's go back to Google Translate. I can't remember. Vladimir, I believe. Let's do that. Google Translate. I'm pretty sure it was Vladimir, but I could be wrong. Yes, Vladimir. Good to have you here as well. Wonderful to see you. You bought Neo. Good for you. That's good. You've made, hopefully, one of your first early purchases of cryptocurrency. Stay away from the fires. I have since moved from California to Michigan, but thank you for asking. My parents still live in California, but they live where they live is not that close to the Bobcat fire over there. I think there's quite a few fires, but the Bobcat fire is the big one in LA that's causing a lot of smoke. They did send me a picture of a smoky sunrise yesterday. So they are getting a lot of smoke, but they're not in any danger of the fire itself. But thank you for asking. I no longer live there. But let's see here. So we were talking about Ethereum. Let's go to an Ethereum wallet and take a look at that. This is Ledger Live. This is the interface for my Ledger device. The Ledger is a hardware wallet that you can use to store your private keys for various cryptocurrencies. And I would also point out, if you look in the description of the video, that Ledger is now running a new promotion for a 20% discount on the Ledger Nano X. I just got the link yesterday from my rep over there at Ledger. I believe it's going on until the 21st of September. So take advantage of that. Basically, when you check out, you're just going to put in that checkout code and you'll get yourself a 20% discount on a Ledger Nano X. That's pretty cool. So, and I invite you to use my affiliate link. Take yourself over there, and they'll thank me with a commission. Doesn't cost you a cent more. And also check out Crypto.com. I've got a referral link down there. You can sign up for Crypto.com, which is a iOS-based cryptocurrency trading platform, and a lot more. You can stake on their platform. They have a MCO Visa card where you can spend your crypto in the real world. We can talk a little bit about Crypto.com, but if you're interested, use my affiliate link and get yourself signed up. Got an affiliate link there for Binance US, which is the sister company of Binance, since Binance is blocked in the US. So sign yourself up for Binance US. You can purchase a lot of great cryptocurrencies there. I think I have a link for, I guess I don't have my link for Coinbase in here. No big deal. But that's how you buy cryptocurrency. Coinbase, Binance US, Binance, Kraken. Those are the kind of websites, services where you can sign up and buy cryptocurrencies if you want to jump in on the investing side. But here in this stream, I try to tell you exactly what we're dealing with and how to deal with it. So, so beside all that promotion there, let's go back and take a look at an Ethereum wallet. Let's take a look at Ethereum 2. As you can see, you can have more than one Ethereum wallet in Ledger Live or stored on your, pardon me, stored on your hardware device. So if you buy cryptocurrency, you can simply transfer it into a wallet like this. So if, well, let's make it a little bigger here. You can just hit receive and generate a Ethereum address. That's this long thing here. It usually starts with a 0x. And then you can run over to a cryptocurrency exchange like, let's do Binance US. You could go over to Binance US and go to your Ethereum account. I don't have anything in there at the moment, but you could just click withdraw and put in your Ethereum address, right? And in that way, you could transfer Ethereum into your own wallet. Now, you know, for those of you who are just getting started, opening up a Binance US or a Crypto.com account, you would link it to your bank account or your ATM card in order to fund the exchange account so that you could buy cryptocurrency using your own money, right? You would, your fiat currency, whatever it is, if it's dollars or euros or yen or whatever it is that you would get onto your platform, fund your cryptocurrency account, and then purchase cryptocurrencies. You can also fund cryptocurrency accounts with cryptocurrency. So there are a lot of platforms where maybe you it's got some coins on there that you can't get on the mainstream platforms. And so you would fund a cryptocurrency account with Bitcoin or even Ethereum. And then you can trade from there for more obscure coins. But we'll stick to the basics here. So here we go. Let's go back a little bit. We've got an address where we can deposit Ethereum. We have a functionality where we can send Ethereum in our wallet to a different address if we want to do that. And an Ethereum wallet is different from a Bitcoin wallet in the sense that it can also hold sub tokens. As you can see here, I've got a couple of sub tokens in my Ethereum wallet. These tokens are what we call ERC20 tokens. Now, if I click on this particular token and hit receive, I'm going to get that exact same Ethereum address. Was that the same? Looked the same. Let's try that again. Yeah, that's the same. F62, right? So you'll notice, and then also the tether is the same receiving address, right? So they all share the same address. So if I send ERC20 tokens to this Ethereum wallet, the Ethereum wallet will know that this is not Ethereum proper, that it's a sub token, and categorize it properly. It'll put it down here in the tokens section, right? So that's another thing that kind of throws people off about Ethereum wallets. They say, well, how do I store Link, right? I bought some Link. What do I do? Where do I put it? Well, you put it in an Ethereum wallet. Even though Link is not Ethereum, it is a sub-token of the Ethereum platform. Okay, Gino, time to recharge the batteries. Yes, time to get back to work. Battery power is the future as electronic engines will render the oil futures worthless. Interesting. Auto industry is converting to making other items, respirators, since the future of automaking is doomed. Oh, Binance told me I could move currency. Could not move currency for 8 days. Yeah, this is the way Binance has this limitation on your cryptocurrency, and I think I got fluff on me. What this means is, and I'm glad you brought this up, it is a little bit of an irritation, but let's say that we go into our Binance wallet and we decide that we want to buy some Bitcoin, and we want to buy it with money, right? Real money that we've transferred to our bank. Now we can do that simply by trading BTC for US dollar, right? Unfortunately, if you don't have enough US dollar in your account, you're going to need to deposit some. So if you hit deposit here in your dollar account, and then you bring it over from your bank account or a wire transfer, then it's going to take a few days for that money to actually clear. And they're not going to allow you to withdraw cryptocurrency until that bank transfer has cleared. I don't know why it's still doesn't have my... Oh, well. Anyway, I guess I'm not going to go into it. But sometimes when you buy, you can use your bank account, but it doesn't get saved, I guess. Because I had used my ATM card before. Now, you probably used either a bank transfer or your ATM card. So what happens is you've moved that money from your ATM card into your account. Now, they're not going to let you withdraw it out until it's cleared. So, and the reason that is because I could very easily buy $1,000 worth of Bitcoin. And then if they allowed me to transfer that Bitcoin out to my own wallet, and then I called my bank and said, hey, reverse that charge, then they would be stuck, right? So that's the problem with our current financial system, is that there are takebacks, right? Maybe good for the consumer, right? You go and you buy a sweater and you don't like it and you try to take it back and they won't take it back. And so you say, hey, screw you, I'm going to call my bank and reverse the charges, right? Banks will let you do that. Now, if you do it all the time, the bank might, after a while, maybe not let you do that. But that's the, you can call a bank and say, hey, you know what, I changed my mind. I don't want to spend that money that got, used. And that's the reason why the cryptocurrency exchanges hold your crypto for 10 days on Binance US. Not every cryptocurrency exchange does that, but Binance US does. Because they're in the US and they're dealing with people in the US who are very quick to call they buy some crypto, they're not happy, they didn't like the fees, or something weird happened, and they got cold feet, buyer's remorse or whatever, and then they just call their bank and cancel the transaction. That's what they're trying to avoid. I know it's messed up, but that's the reason why. They tell you that when you buy. Let's try. Let's go to. Yeah, let's go to buy crypto, and oh, jeez, man, I don't know why. Okay, here we go. To prevent the risk of chargebacks, you can only withdraw your funds, including the equivalent sum in crypto, from ACH deposits after 10 days and from debit card deposits after 5 days. Right? That's the fine print that you are dealing with right now. So that's why you can't withdraw your crypto. It'll just wait. You'll be able to withdraw it, right? I know it's like, hey, they're crooks, they're holding my crypto, but it will release after that time period. You'll be okay. Right? But it sucks when you're trying to trade or whatever, right? So when you're dealing with Binance US, you have to remember that you can't withdraw the crypto. Now you can trade it if you want. You could take that Bitcoin and trade it back to dollar if you want, and then wait and withdraw it later. Or you can trade it to Ethereum or whatever. You can trade it back and forth on the platform. You just can't withdraw it to your own wallet. How do I do taxes? Okay, taxes you can do with several services, and let me just do this. There are a lot of ways you can do your crypto taxes. Let's see here. Cointracker. I just want to make sure this isn't going to log me into my account. I think it will. Well, it's giving me a hard time here. Is it? Okay. Come on. Okay. Don't know what's going on here. Okay. All right. Let me try it over here. Let's try it in Firefox. Okay. Not now. Cointracker. Okay, here we go. Now this won't log me into my account. Cointracker Io is a service that you can use to calculate all of your transactions and all of your trades. Because as you know, currently cryptocurrency, the way the IRS deals with cryptocurrency is like property or stocks, so that every time you make a trade from one cryptocurrency to another, it is a taxable event. That could work in your favor because sometimes you're trading out at a loss, so that can count as a write-off on your taxes. So you would definitely want to save all of these transactions and get them calculated properly, so that when tax time comes, you can calculate your taxes. Now, basically, services like this don't do the entire tax return for you, but they will generate a tax form that is a declaration of your. I knew that was going to happen. Capital gains. Thank you. Sorry about that. Your capital gains are your gains and losses from cryptocurrency transactions. Now, you may have more than just cryptocurrency. I don't know. You may own stocks and other stuff. but Cointracker will allow you to connect your wallets, and it will allow you to connect your cryptocurrency exchanges, so that when you buy and sell cryptocurrency, it documents all of that, right? And then you can easily sign into your account, and it's connected to all your wallets and everything, and that will generate a form for you that you can give to your tax accountant for doing your taxes. Makes it pretty easy. Now, Cointracker.com is not the only one. There's a lot of them. I think it's Bitcoin tax. Not this. Zen Ledger, maybe. This is the one I'm thinking of, bitcointax.com. Another service that you can use to calculate your capital gains, right? Basically, you give the wallet addresses where you store your cryptocurrency, and you connect to your cryptocurrency exchange accounts and install APIs so that they can get your transaction history. And they'll calculate exactly, at the date and the time that you made the trade, what the value of that cryptocurrency was, and what your gain or loss was from when you bought it. Right? So it makes life easy. Yes, I'm yellow again. I know, I hate that. It's like I have to get close to myself. I don't know what that's all about. It has something to do with the camera or the light or something. I have a key light over here. Pointing to it. Am I pointing to it? Yeah. I have a key light on this side. I should probably get a key light for this other side there. I think I'm starting to go yellow again. I got two different lights. So if I got a key light on both sides, maybe I wouldn't have that yellow problem. If you don't trade and just hold, you still have to pay if less than 1 year. Yeah. If you buy it, you're not going to have to pay any taxes on it until you sell it, just like a stock, right? You haven't made any gain or loss at all. You just bought something, right? You don't usually get. I'm not a tax expert, but if you buy something, you haven't made any profit or loss on it until you actually sell it. Well, let's go back more into what Ethereum is and how it works. I'd like to also demo the Metamask wallet. Let's see, am I here in... Yeah, let's go up here. Metamask is an extension that you can install in your browser, Metamask.io. And you want to make sure that you get the real one, right? You don't want to mess around with the wrong one. There are some pretenders, right? Some fake MetaMasks out there that will steal your crypto. If you're going to deal with crypto and you're going to use your computer, then there are a lot of strategies. The main thing is you want to keep your computer up to date. With all the latest IO or Windows updates or Apple updates, or if you're on Linux, make sure you're running the full updated latest OS, because those are the most robust, right? They have the most security. If you're playing with crypto or trading crypto and you're running Windows 8 or, God forbid, Windows 7, or even crazier, Windows XP, you're really putting yourself at risk. Those operating systems have been around for years. Hackers know all of the vulnerabilities, and Windows 7 and Windows XP are no longer receiving updates from Microsoft anymore. So first and foremost, make sure you're running the latest version of your OS, right? And then on top of that, you'll want to have firewalls, anti-malware, antivirus, up-to-date, all of that stuff, right? So a lot of people will actually take a computer and use it exclusively for crypto, so that they're not using... Oh, thanks, Gino. I appreciate it. Gino just threw a tip out there. That's always appreciated. So they want the crypto to be completely separate from their day-to-day stuff, where they're checking their email and going on websites and that kind of stuff. And that's all well and good. But if that separate computer is not running the latest OS and has not got malware protection, all the other stuff, then it's not doing you much good to have a separate computer that you're using only for crypto if it's a vulnerable computer. All right. So just make sure that the computer you're using for crypto is up to date and it's got all the latest protection on there. In addition to that, you want to be smart, right? You don't want to click on crazy links. You want to make sure that you're getting the right software for running your cryptocurrency wallets. So, but here we are with on the MetaMask homepage, and when you go to download it, it just wants you to install it into your browser as an extension, right? They do, I believe, have an iOS version of MetaMask, which I should probably download and use, probably do a few videos on that. I haven't done it, but I have done some MetaMask videos. If you're interested, I've got a step-by-step on MetaMask, and not very old either. Let's go over here to uploads. So you might want to check that guy out. Here we go. How to install MetaMask in your browser and manage your cryptocurrency, your Ethereum cryptocurrency. And that is the latest version, right? If you need a step-by-step on how to get MetaMask downloaded and installed, and the latest version of it, I would recommend that you check out this video. But as we're sort of going along and discussing how MetaMask works, it is a browser extension. So if we click on the browser extension up here, you can see that I have MetaMask installed. And we can go over and look at a MetaMask wallet. Now, this particular wallet I've named Unstoppable Wallet because it's connected to my Unstoppable domain. But it doesn't matter what you name it, right? You can call it anything you want. There's a little edit field here. You can edit the name of your wallet, right? So it really doesn't matter what you call it. Most people don't even name them anyway, right? They'll just have it like the default is account 1, right? Now, also, I've just pointed out that you can manage multiple Ethereum wallets from within MetaMask. So if you click this little account icon up here, you can see that there are 4 different wallets right now that I have set up in this copy of MetaMask. So we'll go here to the Unstoppable wallet, and I'll demonstrate, and I guess you can't make it any bigger. That would be cool if you could pull it down. But you can scroll down, and you can see that there are multiple ERC20 tokens in this wallet, right, that have varying amounts of cryptocurrency in them. A couple of these are empty. They're ones that I added and then ended up selling in the long run or liquidating out. And then notice this one here, ADX. It tells me how much is in there, but it doesn't tell me how much it's worth. I don't know why, but that doesn't mean that it doesn't have any value at all. It just means that it's a little bit of an obscure token that I bought like back in 2017. But it does still trade, and I could still get some money for it, but it's basically worthless, right? They're just not giving me a dollar readout on that. But no reason to panic if you went out and you bought some obscure cryptocurrency. So as you can see, you can store Ethereum in a MetaMask wallet, right? And you can manage your sub tokens down here in the bottom. Is Bravo best to use as browser? You mean Brave or Bravo? I'm not sure what Bravo is. Let's see what that is. Whoops. Bravo browser? I think you mean Brave. Yeah. I like to use Brave for my day-to-day stuff. Brave is a great browser. As you can see, I'm using it over here. Whoops, let's close that. It's my go-to browser that I use for, logging into my cryptocurrency exchanges, reading news, that sort of stuff, because it blocks ads and trackers by default. It can also be used to earn rewards in BAT tokens, which is also a great feature of the Brave wallet. It will also allow you to install Metamask. You can install Metamask in Brave because Brave is a Chromium-based browser. So, but there are certain things that don't always work in Brave. I have to admit that. And one of those is the unstoppable domain. When I use unstoppable domain in Brave, it doesn't always work flawlessly, right? So I tend to stick to Chrome when I want to manage my unstoppable domain from within Brave browser. I'm sorry, from within Chrome using my MetaMask. It works. That's the most consistent way. And then it works really well with decentralized exchanges like Uniswap. So you'll notice here, if we go to Uniswap and we want to trade cryptocurrencies, we can launch the app here. And then it's connected to my wallet already. Let me see if I can disconnect it. Change. Yeah, so that's kind of what it looks like when you go to connect it. Let's do this just to get myself disconnected there. No. I don't have that wallet, right? So then it stays connected. But let me show you what you can do. You'll notice there that it's connected to my Metamask wallet. There's an address up there. Now, if I pull down my Metamask wallet and take a look, it says that it's connected to this particular wallet. Now, I could switch wallets. Like if I go over here and go down to the Ledger wallet. Oh, it says it's connected to both of them. Okay. When I switch wallets, you'll notice that this switched. So we can buy and sell cryptocurrencies from within Uniswap. Let's just try Tether, right? Let's see if we can US Tether. Oh, it sees that I already have some Tether. Let's try one that I don't have. Just some weird cryptocurrency. I don't even know what it is, right? But if I hit, there's 0.14 in here. And I could max it out and say, okay, I want to buy as much. Oh, okay. I don't have enough liquidity for this particular trade. That's weird. Maybe there's just not enough Ethereum in the wallet. So let's go. Oh, because I hit max. That's why. I used all of the Ethereum that I had in the wallet to try to make this trade. And that's not good. Let's try 0.05. Oh, I guess even that. Maybe this one token is just too big. Let's try MCO and see what that does. There we go. All right. So, but I don't want to do max. And the reason you don't want to do a max in Uniswap is if you do that, then you're going to end up with no leftover Ethereum for your trading fees. Now, it will calculate the amount that you need for the trading fee, but it's a little bit dangerous. What if your transaction gets stuck? You don't have any Ethereum left to speed up the transaction. So my advice, if you're using Uniswap, is you don't want to do the max on your Ethereum. Let's do 0.05, right? That gives us leftover Ethereum to pay our fees. So when I hit swap here, all right, it's going to say, okay, if you've got 0.05 Ethereum, we're going to give you 3.88 MCO. And then when I hit confirm, it's going to launch my MetaMask extension And the MetaMask extension is actually going to be used to sign the transaction, right? Everything is controlled from the MetaMask wallet. Let's hit reject on that. I don't want to do that, right? So the MetaMask extension is actually managing the Uniswap, right? They've connected to each other. So I can initiate trades on Uniswap, but they need to be approved or signed by my Ethereum wallet, my MetaMask wallet. Now you can also connect your ledger. You'll notice there that this ledger account is connected and there's 0.1428. So we can also look at that same Ethereum account over here in my Ledger Live. That's the exact same account. So we're looking at the same address on the blockchain using two different interfaces. So I've got a long-term storage wallet where I can store various cryptocurrencies, and they're protected by this. And I can also connect that wallet to my MetaMask. Let's get back over here. Let's take a look. Now, even though that's possible and a lot of people like that, it does kind of reduce your privacy, right? When you're exposing your Ledger wallet to decentralized platforms, you're exporting the public key, not the private key, the public key. So you're allowing the internet to view the contents of your Ledger device, at least the Ethereum part of it. So it's really not the best way to trade in a decentralized platform, right? Especially if you've got all of your major holdings on that ledger. Better to have a separate Ethereum wallet that you use to simply trade with, right? And then you can move your crypto in and out of the wallet so that you don't expose your major holdings to the internet, right? Now, you can manage it in different ways, right? You could have more than one ledger, right? You could have a ledger that's got all of your major cryptocurrency on it, and you can have a ledger that you use for your trading, right? Because you want to keep your funds safe and you'd rather sign your transactions with your device, right? So, there's all different kinds of ways. But I guess the advice here is if you're using your Ledger device for your long-term storage, and you have a lot of ERC20 tokens on there, pretty major holdings, then it's probably not the best idea to connect that ledger to your MetaMask if you're using that for your decentralized trading, right? And like I showed you, you can have multiple accounts set up in your Ledger Live, right? So I could connect this other account, which is smaller, has less Ethereum in it, and feed Ethereum into that account for doing my trades. But I've also noticed that sometimes when you're dealing with Uniswap and MetaMask, that it's a little cleaner if you're using a MetaMask wallet that is not connected to the ledger, because sometimes transactions glitch when you're trying to sign them with your ledger, right? There's more possibility of errors occurring with the ledger. I prefer to use my ledger as a long-term storage, and not so much as the key to signing transactions on decentralized exchanges. It can be used that way, and a lot of decentralized exchanges will allow you to connect your Ledger device. In fact, I think Uniswap will allow you to do that as well. No, it doesn't have a Ledger option there. But some do. So a lot of decentralized exchanges have like a Ledger option where you can just connect your Ledger Ethereum account. All right. Okay. Yes, high gas fees. Maybe we could talk about that. Yeah. So as I mentioned earlier, when you decide you want to make a swap, it's going to ask you if you're willing to approve all of this. And notice there's a $5 swap on a $21 trade, right? So do I really want to spend $5? Well, on a $16 trade, right? On a $16 trade. So that's quite a huge chunk. That's like 25% of the entire trade. So it might make sense depending on the situation. Let's say it's a new token that I've done my research and I definitely want that token and I want to get it before anybody else does because I think it's going to do a 10 times or 100 times or whatever. I'm not going to worry so much about, spending $50 Ethereum fee to grab that particular token if I think it's going to, if it has the potential to double, quintuple, or 10 times or 100 times or moonshot or whatever, right? So it's a calculated procedure, right? Am I willing to spend that much on the transaction fee? And yes, Ethereum fees are very high now because there are so many people piling into these decentralized exchanges. So you have to make that calculation on your own, right? And that's another reason why you want to have a lot of Ethereum to spare. Let's go back. Yeah, we're in this one. I would probably want to put more Ethereum in this one if I'm going to do trading, even if I'm swapping smaller tokens, right? Because you want to have plenty left over for fees. God forbid you want to buy, like you hear about some great new token that you can't buy anywhere else, and then you go on you go on Uniswap to get a hold of it, and you've locked in your trade, and then you don't have enough Ethereum in the wallet to pay the fee, right? You don't want that to happen, right? So you want to make sure that you've got plenty of Ethereum there for emergencies, right? You don't want to come up short when you're trying to make that timed trade, right? That's going to be gone in 5 minutes if you don't get it, right? So make sure that you've got plenty of Ethereum in there. And this is kind of goes back to what we talked about in the very beginning about Ethereum. Let's see. Here we go. Ethereum's purpose is not primarily to be a digital currency payment network. While the digital currency Ether is both integral to and necessary for the operation of Ethereum, Ethereum is tended as a utility currency to pay for the use of the Ethereum platform as a world computer. We kind of need to remember that Ethereum is the juice that runs the network. So you'll want to have plenty of juice in your wallet if you're using it to make major trades, right? And yes, the fees are getting very high, but so you reject some transactions, right? They're not going to be worth it when you got to pay 25-30% just to make a $20 trade, right? But if you're making a big trade and you've got some information, you've done your research, and you know you want a particular ERC20 token that you can't get anywhere else, then that's when you're willing to spend that extra money on the trade. It may not be worth it in the long run, right? That coin may just go to zero or not do that 10 times or 100 times that you were expecting. But if you're going to take that risk, you want to make sure you've got the Ethereum in the wallet to pay for that extra juice that you're going to need in those types of situations, right? So we've talked a little bit about Ethereum, how it is, what it is, how it works, and we can see here one of the major applications of Ethereum is allowing us to trade on decentralized platform where we've got our Ethereum-based wallet to approve trades and hold cryptocurrencies that we're buying back and forth, right? This one, SWFL, right? I believe, what is that? I don't even know what that is. Swapfolio. Oh, that's what it is. Yeah, Swapfolio. All right. It's one of those little ones I bought, and I heard, hey, this is cool. You better go buy some of this. I bought some. It's way down from where I bought it. I think I spent like $100 on it, and now it's only worth 53. But those are the risks we take, right? And that day that I bought it, it was up like 100%. You know, it was crazy. Everybody was trying to get it. So do your research. Make sure you know what you're doing. Make sure you're willing to spend the Ethereum that it takes to process the transaction, and make sure you're willing to spend whatever it takes to get your hands on a particular token that is up and coming. Right? You never know. This Swapfolio might take off. It may just go down in the dustbin of history. We don't know, right? Until we take that chance, right? But always make sure that you've done your research, that you've checked out the coin. You know, you've checked different forums, you've watched videos on what its use case is. You've checked out their website. You're confident that it's an upstanding project and not some sort of strange thing. Oh, in addition, let me just also point out, if we're dealing with a brand new coin, let's take Swapfolio as our example, right? SWFL. So let's check that out on CoinGecko. If I can find this. Right, so if we go over to CoinGecko, SFWL, right? Nope. It's WFL. There we go. Swapfolio, right? Now we found it on CoinGecko. We can see that that's the icon, right? But there could be a lot of other people that are pretending to be Swapfolio, right? You can create an ERC20 on the Ethereum network if you know how to code a little bit, and there are fakes, right? So let's say you've done all your research and you're 100% sure you want Swapfolio, and then you run over to Uniswap and you don't see it in the list because it's new, and so you search for it and you end up with a fake Swapfolio. All right, so let's look at Etherscan. Whoops. .io. Let's see how many there are. Swap. What is it? SWFL. Right. Let's hit enter here. Okay, well, this says Swapfolio. SWFL. Right, you can see there's more than one, right? There's two at this point. So which is which? We don't know, right? So that's why you want to do your research, head over to CoinGecko, and check this out. Make sure it's the right one that you're interested in, and they give you the contract address right here. So now you know it's the exact coin that you're after. You don't want to buy a cheap copy that could be completely worthless, and then you spend your hard-earned Ethereum on nothing, right? So now when you go over here to Swapfolio, you can paste in the address, which is the contract address. And there, it found it, and it wants me to add it, and it sees that I already have some in there. I don't know why it wasn't in there before. I think maybe I'm using a different list than I was before. But anyway, we can add it, and there it is. It sees it, and now we know we're getting the exact coin that we're after, right? We definitely don't want to buy a worthless copy. So that's why you should always check on CoinGecko. CoinGecko's a great place to confirm that you're buying the token you're after. All right. Let's see, there was something else I was going to show you here. Oh, where were we? Here. Now, we don't necessarily need to use Ethereum to make our swaps. We can use other coins too. Um, I could swipe for Swapfolio if I wanted to, right? And that one, it wouldn't be bad to max out the swipe if I wanted to get rid of all the swipe, because swipe is not the juice that I need, right? I could sell all my swap for Swapfolio, and then the Ethereum is the juice I need. So, but first I have to approve that coin to do the swap, right? I have to approve that coin as a coin that I'm willing to swap, right? So there's a two-step process. First, I would approve it. I have to allow myself to spend SXP on Uniswap, and I'll reject that because I'm not going to pay $1.52 just to allow that. But then once I've approved SXP as a payment option, then the swap button will be active, right? So you might need or want to swap a coin that you've bought that you're trying to liquidate. So you've got that two-step process. You're going to need to approve you're going to approve the token for trading so that you're able to spend it, which costs you a little bit of Ethereum. And then once you've done that, then you can swap one token for the other, right? You could also, once you've approved the coin, swap it back to ETH too, right? If you just want to cash out to ETH, that's fine too. Or you could cash out to Tether. I believe you can still buy US dollar Tether, right? So you could swap right out to Tether too. All right. But like I said, you have to approve the coin as a payment method, which costs you a little bit of Ethereum. Then you can do the swap, and then you'll have to pay another fee. So sometimes it might be painful, but let's say you've got, $5,000 worth of XSP, and you want to get out of it, right? You want to cash out, and you've already made your 50%, 100% profit. It's gonna be a little painful to have to pay that high Ethereum fee and that approval fee, but at least you're coming out ahead in the long run, right? So, but if you want to get out, you want to get out, right? You've made your profit and you want to get out because you think it might go down again, or you just want to take profits. Whatever your motivation might be, you're going to need to bite the bullet and pay some fees to get yourself out of a particular token, right? Unless, of course, like SXP, I could just transfer XSP over to an exchange and sell it on Binance. That might be cheaper, right? You would want to do your research on that. But I can go to Binance. Let's see where we are here. Regular Binance, not Binance US. And they list SXP, right? So maybe I don't want to sell my XSP on Uniswap, right? Maybe I would rather just transfer it because the transfer fee is not as much, right? I could simply do a minimal transfer fee of maybe $5 worth of Ethereum, and then get it over to Binance and swap it for Tether or whatever. And they're going to charge me some trading fees, but maybe smaller than Uniswap. Right? So keep that in mind as well. Some of these tokens that you may have on Uniswap might be listed on exchanges, and if you're looking to cash out, it might make more sense to transfer to the exchange. But by that same token, you're also, if you're transferring it to an exchange where you verified your identity, then you're exposing that to the rest of the world, right? A lot of people prefer the decentralized exchanges because they don't need to verify their identity to do this kind of trading, right? So if your intention is to keep it decentralized, then maybe you just need to bite that bullet and pay that fee to get yourself out of a particular cryptocurrency. If you don't care and that it goes into your visible portfolio, right? Because you've provided your ID to Binance or whatever, then go ahead and save a little money by transferring it over to an exchange where you can liquidate it cheaply. Right? I hope that makes sense. Okay, let me look at what you guys are asking. Hopefully, Boon Sante, God bless CryptoDad. I'm sorry, I don't really like to answer too many questions about particular coins. I'm not the investment guy. There are plenty of channels out there that talk about the hot coins. I'm just explaining how you buy those hot coins once you've determined them. But I don't like to waste time evaluating coins on my channel. So I'm sorry, Joseph, about that. Right. Let's see. Can you please tell us the correct process transferring the LEND token to Ledger, please? Okay, that is a question about a utility type question. Let's find out what LEND is first. Now, it may not even be... okay, here we are on CoinGecko. It says it's an Ethereum token, so just transfer it to your Ethereum wallet. Sounds like to me, right? We talked about that at the very beginning. It's the most easiest way to manage an ERC20 token is to send it directly into an Ethereum wallet. Now, but you have to be careful. You have to make sure that this token does not live on its own mainnet. Once that happens, then the token might disappear when you send it to an Ethereum wallet. Now, like I said, I don't know that much about LEND at the moment, but you can also check it here on ledger.com. If you go to crypto assets and type in LEND, enter, it will explain, there we go, that it can be stored on a ledger using Ledger Live because it's an ERC20 token. So all you have to do is send it to your Ethereum wallet. So how can I do this? I don't know. Where can you buy it? That's the question. Can you buy it here on Binance? Okay. All right. So I'm on Binance and I bought some LEND. I don't have any at the moment. I have a small amount. But let's say I've got 5,000 LEND, right? Well, I'll go over to my Ethereum wallet on my ledger. Let's say I want to put this in Ethereum 2. Now, I've got some tokens, but no LEND tokens. But that doesn't matter. I can simply receive to my ERC20 token. I can receive to my Ethereum address, right? So let's hit receive, continue, and there's the Ethereum address, all right? But I can also do it like this way where I hit add token and choose LEND and hit continue. It's going to give me the exact same Ethereum address, right? It's an Ethereum-based token, so it goes to your Ethereum wallet. We'll copy that into our clipboard, right? We'll go over to our Binance account where we bought our coin, hit withdraw. We'll paste in our wallet address, and then we'll hit max, and then we'll withdraw, right? That's it. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. I haven't used Exodus in a while. It's a decent wallet that you can download on your computer. I don't know that they have an iOS version yet, but a lot of people use Exodus. It's multifunctional. I believe you can stake in Exodus now. It's got a pretty good interface, and it will track your portfolio. But I don't use it as much as I use Ledger Live because and I believe Exodus will allow you to connect a ledger and manage your ledger balance within Exodus. I could be wrong about that. I don't know. Most of the wallets are allowing you to do that now. We're waiting for Daedalus to allow that, right? All right. My favorite coin is Bitcoin. Thanks for asking. Although Ethereum is a close second. And Dot, too. I like Dot. Um, I would, right now the big one for decentralized exchanges is, where were we? Oh, I guess I must have moved off of it. But we were using Uniswap earlier. There are a lot of others out there. Haven't evaluated all of them, but there are quite a few of them. Binance has a decentralized exchange that you can use to trade Binance coins on. Binance BNB coin also has sub tokens, right? So there's a lot of stuff out there. I'll just kind of try to take it as I go. But I've been on for an hour. It's time to homeschool my kids. So I'm going to move over to that role, put on my teacher hat. And it's still, I've been teaching you guys, but I'll teach my kids now. Thanks for joining me, guys. Don't forget, I do a live stream on Saturdays, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please join me for the live Q&A from Michigan, where you can throw out questions, and I'll do my best to get them answered. It's a little longer, a little broader. We'll talk more about the markets and the news, and I'll move crypto around as usual. Hope to see you there. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel, I would appreciate it. When you subscribe, there's a little bell that you can click that will allow you to be alerted whenever I post new content. Once again, thanks for joining me, and hope to see you again soon.